What's up, guys? Good morning. Just on the road having my coffee, and based off that last video that I did on, well, this type of video, it was called 5 Strategies to Get Lean, and I'll put a link to the video somewhere on the screen. But yeah, based off all the feedback that I got, like all the likes and all the comments and the responses that I got from everybody, it seems like this type of video is what, a lot of people like. I do enjoy doing, the full days of basically like a day in a lifestyle, but these videos I feel could reach more people because it's just more informative, and it could just give people exactly what they're looking for. I'm sure like a lot of people don't want to see me lifting weights or skateboarding, but some people just want, but some people that are subscribed, want to see all that stuff. So I'm going to be really trying to, keep my channel as well-rounded as possible, with recipe videos, food challenges, skateboarding, fitness, and basically what I do. Like I want to share my life with you guys and show you what I do, and if I can help you guys out with your life, or reaching your fitness goals, or teaching you how to cook, or giving you recipes, or like trick tips with skateboarding, I'm gonna try to do it all. So today's topic is refeeds. I had a lot of people commenting on my other video asking about refeeds, and I just want to pretty much clear up this whole refeed, basically just explain refeeds to you guys, what they are, how to use them, and when to use them. So basically refeeds are when you're in a caloric deficit, and basically you're cutting, and you're in a fat loss phase, and your calories are low and your carbs are lower. And so these refeeds help with restoring your glycogen, replenishing leptin levels, and leptin is a fat burning hormone, and the leaner you are, the less leptin you have, and the more body fat you have, the more leptin you have. And leptin controls a lot. It controls like your hunger, your pretty much your metabolism. So when you're dieting down, and you start to feel hungry, well, obviously there's another hormone that gets released in your stomach called ghrelin as well. That's actually called the hunger hormone. So there's a few different hormones that come into play when you're dieting. But yeah, your leptin levels will drop. And so when you guys have a refeed day, it's supposed to help boost. It's even like has a lot of psychological benefits. If you're dieting and you're on low calories for say 7 to 10 days, and then you have a structured refeed where it's like you'll have higher carbohydrates, you can focus really on staying on track all through those 7 to 10 days, being really consistent. And it's like, oh, I can't wait for my refeed. And then on the refeed you can have more foods that you wouldn't normally be able to fit into your daily macros because of maybe your carbs are lower. So on these refeed days you can have like higher foods that are higher in carbs. And so to set up a refeed, basically you want to bring your calories back up to around maintenance or slightly above. So say if your macros are say 75 fat, 200 protein, and say 200 grams of carbs, what you want to do is bring your calories up in the form of carbohydrates. So whatever calories you're adding, use all those calories towards carbohydrates. So a refeed day could be anywhere from, for that person, anywhere from 350 to maybe 400 grams of carbs for a refeed day. And you can bring your protein down slightly, and also your fats. So if you were at 200 grams of protein a day, you can bring it down to like 180 grams. And if fats were at 75, you can bring them down to like 60 to 65, or you can even go lower, to maybe even 50 if you wanted to increase carbohydrates. But yeah, so that's how you basically set up the refeed. Increase your carbohydrates, protein is moderate, fats slightly lower. And then when to have refeeds, depending on how lean you are and how long you've been dieting. Me personally, when I'm dieting and cutting, usually I have a refeed, anywhere from 4 to 6 or 7 days, because I generally stay pretty lean. So when I'm cutting, I'm not really over 10% body fat. I stay pretty lean. But I mean, that might change, later on or whatever. But when I'm in my lean gaining phases, I'm always tracking my intake. So I try to stay below 10%, like there's no reason to really go much over 10 to 12 for me, And so yeah, the leaner you are, the more you should refeed, and the more body fat you have, the less refeeds you need. Maybe up to, anywhere from, every, 12 to 15 days, maybe have a refeed. And also the types of carbs for refeeds. There's no really special type of carb that works best. I mean, it's best with whatever carbs that your body's kind of used to easily digesting. You don't want crazy high fiber on a refeed. I mean, fiber's okay, but you just want something that your body's going to be able to digest, because you're going to be eating a lot more carbs than you would normally do. My favorite refeed foods are, I really like cream of rice. It digests very well. Potatoes, pretzels, low-fat popcorn, oatmeal. Oatmeal's a little higher in carbs, but I mean a little more fiber in it. Pancakes, like there's a variety of carbs that you can choose, but just go with like the carbs that you feel your body responds best to. Rice cakes are awesome, and they're very convenient, they're easy. And also another question that I've gotten asked about refeeds is what day to have the refeed on. I was asked if, is it good to have a refeed on your off day? Is it good to have a refeed on a training day? Is it good to have a refeed on, maybe, your weakest body part? That actually depends on you. I mean, you could have a refeed on your off day, to actually fully replenish your glycogen stores and, not be depleting them throughout the day. Also, you can have a refeed on a day where, you're trying to bring up lagging body parts throughout a cut, because, refeeds do have they can have like an anabolic effect with the increase of carbs and just kind of getting out of that deficit. And also it could give you, more energy to train harder, so you could maintain your strength, if not maybe get stronger throughout a cut. So yeah, you could have the refeed the night before, like a big, if you're going for maybe, a deadlift PR or a bench press PR, you could refeed the night before, and you could have a boost in energy in the gym, and that could just aid into your training. So the timing of the refeeds don't really, it doesn't really matter which day you do it, but you have so many days on this earth. Try out different times, and just keep a log, seeing how you felt, your progress. The more data you have, the better, so you can always look back and see, like, okay, well, I had the refeed on this day and I was stronger on this day. So, and also, like, refeeds can also fill you out, like fill up your muscle glycogen, and you can see which days you looked the best on. Say you have a refeed on Monday and be like, oh, I looked the best on Wednesday or Thursday. Sometimes you can kind of look watery the next day. Sometimes the weight can shoot up, and sometimes your body weight can actually go down after a refeed. It kind of gives like that whoosh effect, and just kind of flushes out all the excess water that you've been holding on to. Yeah, guys, I'm gonna be doing more of these videos. I hope this helps, and I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I can give you guys for information on refeeds. But I will be doing more of these videos, and I will be probably redoing some of them, just so I can give more information. But I'll give all the information that the previous videos have and then some. So I'll just basically kind of be doing updated videos, so you guys can have all the information in one. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Please let me know if you like this video, and please subscribe if you haven't already. And good luck with your refeed, and let me know in the comments if you have any questions, and let me know what you think. All right, guys, have a good one. See ya.